man, the Lord has been doing so many amazing things. I like in between these clicks, I'm like, whoa, Lord, there's a lot of details to all this. And I was like one of like 1,000+ people that are at this thing. So like I'm a little insignificant speck among all the people that are there. What are all the other stories that the Lord is doing? Man, what if we all like place memorial stones of the amazing things that God is doing and shared them? It'd be amazing. So I want to share the story of the second person of the word. So they're still doing some training, and I'm about to. The one lady had invited me down. They did word with each other. She had walked off, and I turned to her, the lady that invited me down, and I see like in my mind, and it almost felt. We'll just keep it there, and it was like fire was just coming out from the back of her head, and like she was just lit on fire, and I'm like, whoa, this is wild. And I said, hey, I think I have a word for you. And she's like, okay, cool. And so I took her hand, or we took hands, and I said, I feel like there's fire coming out of the back of your head right now. And basically, like you're on fire for the Lord. Like you are on fire. Like Jesus is inside of you, and you are lit up on fire for the Lord. Like it's all over you now. And she just starts to cry, like boom, starts to cry, and like she's getting touched by the Lord. And I'm like, whoa, Lord, you're really doing something here. This is really cool. Yes, go. Yes, Jesus, thank you for lighting her up. This is so fun. And um, and then in the midst of that, I I see a picture of a dog, like a little white and black fluffy dog. I don't know what kind of dog's there. It's like a I don't know. It was a fluffy dog. So I say hey, I'm gonna take a risk here, but do you have a dog or do you know somebody that has a dog that is like a little white and black fluffy dog? And and she goes, I don't think so. No, I don't know. And then she goes, I had a dog that was white and black and fluffy, and I don't have her anymore. And I said, "Does your heart?" And I'm thinking, "Okay, Lord, what do you want to do with this?" And it's like healing. And I said, Do you still feel like some pain in your heart over the loss of your dog?" And she's like, "Yeah." And I was like, "Well, I think the Lord wants to heal your heart right now for that." So she's like, "Okay, yeah." So I was like, can I pray for you for that? And she's like, yeah. So I take her hand and I just say, hey, say this after me. Lord Jesus, please go through all my feelings. Something I learned from Full Stature Ministries. If you haven't checked out their stuff, there's some super cool stuff that the Lord does through a lot of neat things. I'll share a video about it someday. But I basically just say, hey, ask the Lord to go through all your feelings. And then she starts to cry. And like the Lord's doing like a work inside of her heart. And I'm like, how do you feel? And she's like, I feel good. It was just a really, really neat moment. Like you never know what the Lord's gonna do in those times and in those moments. And the Lord touched her in multiple ways. She felt known and felt loved by the Lord, and she got her heart healed in a place that maybe she didn't even know she needed healing. Maybe she did. I don't know the story, but the Lord did something, and that's what it's about: connecting people to Jesus. Okay, ready for that story about the lady behind me? That was cool too. Just like one after another. Man, Jesus is so cool. All right, click here for the next video. Woohoo!